I had 75 questions and I failed. I failed my life. Seriously. I was washing, I don't know where I was washing to. I don't know if I was going to Bafut or to Kumba. I was just running my life. I don't even know why I was washing, seriously. But anyway, I had 75 questions and I failed my life. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl IJ. If this is your first time being here, you are welcome to this video. So this is not the normal makeup transformation and all of that look, but it's just an explanation of why I have been away, what I've been up to, and why I went for that long. It would not be nice for me to just come in and just get back on board as if nothing happened. I think it's professional if I explain myself and be like, okay, this is what I've been up to, so we all be on the same page. We are friends here, so we have to keep it real. So for those of you guys who know me, I used to live in the Caribbean. I was in St. Kitts. I moved here almost 3 years ago, or 3 years plus ago. And so when I came here, I had to write the nursing exam, the NCLEX exam, in order to practice here in America. Because I didn't study here, I studied back in the Caribbean. And the US system, you have to take the exam in order to to practice. So that has been an issue for some time for me, because I finished school since when I graduated from nursing school 2010, and I've been working throughout that period. So coming here, this is a new system. The way the educational system is different from how it was on the island, and things do change in nursing. So I had to really put in some time in order to study the material, in order to pass the exam. So during that process, I had to take some review classes in order to really grasp the concept. But when I took the exam the first time, I didn't pass. I realized that, okay, there's so much I have to do. So that was why I was gone for that long. I decided to, just put aside everything and just concentrate on this particular goal, because it's something that I really want to do. Nursing is my passion. I really love nursing and I want to get back into the field. So I decided to just take that 3 weeks, almost a month, to just concentrate and read through the content and really understand what American nursing is about, because it's totally different with that on the island. So that's why I was gone for that long, and I couldn't keep up with that and doing videos at the same time, because it required me to really put down my head and really study, to really concentrate into what I really wanted to do. Now when I thought about doing videos, in the midst of it, doing videos is not a 5 minutes thing, and editing it to put it up, it's not a 2 minutes thing. So it definitely takes some time. So that's why I decided to just pause for some time, go study, take this thing and get it over with. And the good news is that I passed, so I'm now a nurse in America. I can work here, and just like every other person. So I'm just so excited, because when I failed the first time, I felt so bad, because failing has never been my thing when it comes to academics. So I was almost depressed though, but I had to put my head up and just continue. So I just want to really encourage those who are, maybe from another country, who are here to study, or who are here to practice in America, maybe with another degree or with another license or something, and you have to take a board exam. Just take your time and do it. There's no point rushing and then you fail at the end of the day. Take your time, study the material, go through questions. I will just give you guys just a little tip of what I did. So when I was studying, I used the Saunders textbook. That's like the Bible in nursing. So that was a book I used. I also used a Kaplan. I did the self-paced thing online. So I used that. I went through the decision tree and all of that. Then the Saunders book was more like what I used in order to grasp the concept, like to really understand the whole content and everything. That was what I used. I didn't read a textbook and all those nursing textbooks. I didn't read that, like the med search textbooks. I did not read that. So I read just the Sounders textbook. So I made sure I read the entire book. Seriously, I read that entire book. The only thing I didn't read in that book was those psyche disease conditions, because I tend to have those questions right for some reason. So I just decided not to waste my time on that one. So I used that book. When I finished it, I now dive into the Kaplan. I mean, through every step on that Kaplan website, and I really think that helped me. When I finished, I was left with a readiness test or something like that. I think that's what they call it. So they have a readiness test after you've gone through the entire process or through the entire material. Then you have a readiness test to take to see how far, if you're good or not, or maybe if you have to study some more or something. So I didn't take the readiness test as soon as I finished the Kaplan, because I finished the Kaplan, the whole material, in about 2 weeks to my exam. So I decided to buy UWall, and I went through the 2,000 and something questions in 2 weeks. I mean, I'm not just saying that going through the questions, but going through the questions and understanding why I'm choosing the answers and all of that. If there's anything, like what I was doing, if there was anything that I didn't understand, I will go look it up before I continue. I didn't care how many hours I took on a 75 question section or something. I didn't care about that. All I wanted to do was just to understand the concept, and I think that is the key to passing this nursing exam here, because you're from a different country, they do things differently, and you have to understand the American system. Because the first time I took it, let me tell you guys something. The first time I took it, I had 75 questions and I failed. I failed my life. Seriously. I was rushing. I don't know where I was rushing to. I don't know if I was going to Bafut or to Kumba. I was just running my life. I don't even know where I was rushing. Seriously. But anyway, I had 75 questions and I failed my life. So when that happened, I was like, nah, this is not happening again. So I'm telling you, if you're studying, please understand why you're choosing the answer. And if you get a question right, make sure that the rationale that you had in mind before you selected that answer is the same thing, is the same rationale that, the explanation that they give you for that particular answer. Because at times we have another rationale, but then it's something else. So I did that. I answered all the questions in 2,000 and something questions. Then I went over all the ones that I failed in 2 weeks. What I did, it was kind of crazy because but I had to do what you have to do what you have to do. I left my kids and my husband for 2 weeks. I was by my friend's place at her basement, and that's where I was for 2 weeks. At times you have to make certain decisions in order to get to the place where you want to be. Because if that's the only sacrifice you have to make in order to pass the exam, then make it, because at the end of the day, or when you look back, you know that, okay, you did something right and it was for a good cause. So I just really want to encourage all of you guys that, if you're studying for an exam, just at times you have to forgo certain things in order to get where you want to be in life. So I was scheduled to take the exam on a Tuesday. That was the 3rd of July. Interestingly, I put that exam on the 3rd of July because one of my very good friends, her daughter was born on that day. So I was talking to her, I was asking her that, okay, when is the little girl's birthday? And she was like, the 3rd of July. I'm like, I think I'm going to write an exam on that day because I think I'm going to make it on that day. So she was like, well, whatever you declare is going to come to pass. So when I went out to pick up, to select the date for the exam, interestingly, for the entire month of July, that was the only date that was available. From there, I knew that, okay, there was something in there for me. So I selected the date, or I chose that date and scheduled my exam for that date. The day before the exam, I went to Starbucks to study. Boy, nothing was going. I'd finished all the questions, I'd done everything. Nothing was going. I came back home, had some food, rest, went back, nothing. I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to kill myself. I came back home, sat down, watched TV, and I slept. Then the next day, I got up in the morning, 5 o'clock. I got ready, went to the Pearson View, the center to write the exam here in Michigan. Went there. I took mine in Anabo. So I went there 8 o'clock, and boy, whew, I started feeling stressed. But anyway, so when I got there, I registered, I did everything that I had to do, and went into the hall. If you're not spiritual, or whatever God you think you serve, or whatever, please guys, pray before you take any kind of exam, because you don't know where it's going to happen. So I sat there and I prayed before I even touched the mouse. I prayed for about 7 minutes. Yeah, before I started. I took a deep breath. I'm like, okay, IJ, you're here. You come when, comes on, you have to pass this exam. I don't care what you do. I don't care how you're going to answer the questions, but you have to pass this exam. You're not feeling it this time again. So I sat down, I started going through the questions. My first question was like, I don't even remember the question. But boy, the second question, select order apply. Third, select order apply. Almost 50% of my exam was select order applied. When the computer stopped me at about 72 or 73 questions. I can't remember, to take a break. So I decided to take a break. I went out and I had to pee. I went and peed and I came back. I came back with so much strength and momentum to just kill the exam. I answered 1, 2, 3, bam. Computer went off. I was like Chineke now, I carried my hand on my head. I said, God help me. What? Computer don't go off at 76 questions. Yay. Then they started giving those survey questions and those research questions or something. They had some research questions, and after that the survey question. I sat there and I did it all. I was so confused. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just did what I had to do. But I was scared. When I came out from the hall, the lady was like, how did you think you did? I said, girl, I don't know. But right now, I'm just trusting in the God that I serve. That's all I am doing, because if I pass this exam, it is God. Number one, what I was thinking in my mind is, I'm not all that good to select order apply. It's either I miss something or add something that is not supposed to be in the answer. And select order apply. If you miss one, you don't fail. If you add one you're not supposed to add, you don't fail. So it's just, Then I'm like, okay, nearly every question I had, 50% was select order apply. How do I start? Hey, Jesus Christ. That was my fear. That was my fear. I'm like, God, please, just help me. I got into the car. I sat there. I started crying. I prayed. I'm like, oh no, I can't go through this again, because if I have to go through this, then I don't know how to pray. I don't know what to study. I don't know what else to do. Like, seriously. So I drove, and then I stopped by the parking lot at Walmart. Boy, I sat there for almost 15 minutes. I was calculating my head, thinking all kinds of things, crying, and I was devastated. Seriously, I felt so bad. I'm like 76 questions. I'm not sure how I did on all of that. So I came home. My husband was like, how was it? I'm like, babe, I don't know at all. He was like, how many questions did they give you? I said, I don't know. My thought was, I didn't want to tell him 76 questions and then the result come out, I don't fail again. Hey, Jesus Christ. No, I said, I didn't know. I mean, I lied, but I'm like, hey, let me see my head in here. So I was like, I don't know, because I was just thinking of all kinds of things. I came in the room, I was just crying. My husband was like, why are you crying? I said, I don't know, but I'm just scared. He was like, have you received your exam, your result? I'm like, no. He was like, then why are you crying? The guy carried his bag and left the house. I said, okay, IJ, you're in this all by yourself. So anyway, I spoke to my mom in church. She encouraged me. After I talked to her, boy, I gathered some strength. Like, she gave me power. My spirit was like, okay, go and be dancing. I should go and put praise song and be dancing. Boy, I put one praise song. I got it from YouTube. Dance that praise song until me and my sons, 40-something minutes praise song. We sat here dancing. Jaden and MJ, they were behind me dancing. What are they dancing to? I have no idea. But anyway, I was just there praising God, but fear inside no believe me. Seriously, this thing go they call fear. Make person do not underestimate it. It's something you have to reject it and you refuse it by force. I said fear, fear, fear. I went to bed, I slept, I dreamed that I passed that afternoon. I slept that afternoon after I cried. Slept that afternoon, I dreamed that I passed, and my dreams tend to come through. They tend to happen, especially for exams and things like that. So I knew that somewhere, I had made it, but I was still scared. I'm just thinking about all those multiple choice questions. Is it true that I passed all of them or something happened? I don't know. So the next day was July 4th. I went to the field. I couldn't just even stay home. Went to the field. I got myself engaged with everything, but I was sitting there. My brain was just thinking about the exam. On the feet, got up, sat here, turned around, went up and down the house, did everything, cleaned, whatever. I didn't check the result. I was so scared. So my husband came back from studying and was like, babe, let me give you this thing to check for me now. So I opened the website. I'm like, well, we have to pay $7 and something to check it because I don't know any other ways that you can check the result. I gave him the laptop. He told me that he's not in the mood. I said, Chineke now. You're not in the mood. How? I was like, no, this is not on. No. So I took the laptop. I shut it up. I just pushed the thing one side. I came and lay on the bed. I was thinking about it. I'm like, but you're sitting here, you're almost killing yourself, thinking all these things. So why don't you just check? If you fail, you fail. If you pass, you pass. Just check the thing, you know. So I decided to. I picked up the laptop and I paid the $7. Bam! I saw pass. Boy, the way I screamed. I'm sure everybody that was all my neighbors heard my voice. Hey, I screamed. Happiness. I didn't know if I should cry, if I should what, I don't even know. Shout. I just say, God, I thank you. God, I thank you. If you don't believe in God, I don't know who you serve. I don't know how you live your life, seriously. Because God is the only one thing that keeps us going, even when you don't have any hope. Seriously. Just say, God, I thank you. So I'm just so excited, coming here. I really felt, I feel good because the one thing that I felt like was keeping me away, or that was really a burden on me, I finally got through with that. And I felt free after that exam. Seriously, I felt so free, because even before I took the exam, I used to get up every morning. I'm thinking of how I'm going to study, what I have to do, and all of that. It's not easy. Let me tell you, if you're married with kids and you're taking exams, just encourage yourself. Look for somebody who can help you, encourage you. If you cannot do it yourself, let somebody encourage you, because I know it's not easy. I've been there and I understand if you say it's not easy, you know. And I just want to advise all the single ladies, or all the young girls, if you're not married, you don't have kids, if you had the best time to go to school is now. Please do not push it for later, or that when I get married then I can achieve this degree. The best time to do things, it's right now. Serious, because when you start having kids and husband and all of that, it is hard. All the times, when I wrote it the first time and I didn't pass, I don't even know. I don't even who told me that I would have passed that exam just like that. Seriously, like it's not possible. I was trying to study at home, trying to take care of the kids, trying to do hair and other things, and it was just too much on me. So I just want to encourage you, if you're planning or you're preparing for whatever exam, just concentrate on it and believe in God. Believe in God, seriously. So that is why I was away for almost a month. I just needed to take care of this thing so that I can come in front of the camera and just be myself and just be free. So right now I'm in the job market. I'm looking for a job. If you have a job for me, call me. I'm ready to work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for coming back after me abandoning you guys. I mean, I didn't abandon you guys just like that. It was because I had to do what I had to do. So thank you all so very much. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Stay blessed, and just remember that whatever your goal is, whatever your vision is, you can achieve it. Just stay focused and be consistent with what you have to do. Take care of yourself, and remember, you are the original. Bye.